closest, the Giants kicker ready to go, and here we go from MetLife Stadium. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Check, 47. I got you, punk. Look, I got motion man. Me, I got this. 47, no, they go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd and 7, Murray escaped, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. O'Shane Ximines. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Throwing now is Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, Charlie. Fire.
Throwing Jones. He completes it to Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Silent, 64, weak.
He's coming, double up. 43 is the mic.
Better bring it.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
31's the mic. 31's the mic.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We're beginning.
Murray now on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
57's Mike. Mike 57. We don't want this. 57. Mike 57. Here we go.
Here's Murray. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Mark 57. Let's go, defense.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. No score after one on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, zoom.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to let one fly for Tate. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Golden Tate, 58 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Murray. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. That he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber, go!
Now Saquon Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, Jones. to Shepard, complete over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check me out. Check 15. Check 15.
Protein spill. Let's get it.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And some room to work. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Man, I got you.
6-6. Pull it high. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Set, ready? 70. Indy. We ain't giving up nothing today. Shoot.
They'll run with Barkley, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week 1, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night. Green Bay and their defense, not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Crabtree, the intended receiver. And that was a young pup, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. General West.
Now it's Barkley. They find some open field here. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Well, pass complete there to Crabtree. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Here we go.
From the gun, Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 12, Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
15 Recon, 132 fighter. 5.
43. Mike's 43.
Check. Get it ready.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. DJ Swearinger, a sack on the safety blitz. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 11 yards there, just like last play. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ready.
Mike's 43. Hey, here I come.
Hustle.
And this is Shepard on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Check, 43. Come on.
The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley taking it in. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Tackle made by Antoine Bethea. On second down, it's Johnson. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try to jet sweep with Kirk. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
They'll try to jet sweep with Kirk. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
He's brought down by Jabril Peppers. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Johnson running right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This is Chase Edmonds, who played his college ball in the Bronx at Fordham. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. O'Shane Zimenez. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Switch. Kill. Hey, switch gears. Check 3, they go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Jones. Operating from the gun. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, 32 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Barkley. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll run with Barkley, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Keep it up, guys. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Six, bullet high.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Ready.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Cardinals claw one back. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.